Hello there, dragons and enemies, and welcome back to my Let's Remember Spyro the Dragon on the PlayStation 1. This is part 2, and in this part we're heading to Stone Hill. So let's just jump straight into it, shall we? Well, that's so different in this, usually in the Spyro 2 and onwards it tells you the percentage of the game you've completed, but in this it just tells you how many dragons you've rescued. I forgot all about that. And Spyro's keeping up his tradition of farting out letters. The adventure continues. Right then. So before I head into Stone Hill over there, I just want to show something off. So we defeated these enemies before and already collected their gems. So if you defeat them again, once you've collected their gems, they drop like spirit orbs or shiny things. And once you've collected, I think it's either 20 or 25. Oh, he's dropped an extra life. Oh, he can drop an extra life, can he? I've never seen that happen before. Well, he can also drop an extra life very rarely, but cool. Alright then. But yeah, and once you've, I think it's like 2025, you gain an extra life. You can see these circles filling around Spyro's head there once you've collected one. Oh, I love this game. I love this game so much. Anyway, right then. Without further ado, let's go into Stone Hill. Now, unfortunately, the way I've saved and loaded the game, you won't be able to see the treasure go out the small chest into our larger chest. But once we leave the level, you'll see that cool effect. So before I carry on, let's jump straight into the inventory and see what we need to collect. So we've got 200 treasure to find, 4 dragons to rescue. And also, there's something else in this level that we need to get, which you'll see soon enough. You might hear it before we see it. So this is Stone Hill. It's a relatively quite nice, peaceful, easy level. It does have some cheeky things in here. Now, these rams you can charge into them, or you can flame them. So just to note, the game does tell you, but you can only charge into small enemies. If you try to charge into a large enemy, you just bounce off them. So large enemies, you've got to flame them if you can. You'll see why I said if you can later on. But let's just go and collect some gems, shall we? Now there's something down there to go and get, but we'll get that. We'll go down there later on. Got to remember. You can hear it. Now, if you're a Spyro veteran, you know exactly what that means. Not that way. That's the way to the exit. It's this way I want to go. And here's a nice room full of chests and gems to collect, and a dragon. Lovely. Now these are new chests. We haven't seen these. These are metal chests. Now metal things you cannot flame. They just go red hot. You can't even melt them, unfortunately. So instead, only these metal chests, you can only charge into them like so. And I made a complete pig's ear of that. Let's try that again, shall we? That's much better. Now, there's not only just metal chests, there's other things that will be covered in metal. So you'll soon see that later on. Right, let's go and rescue this dragon. There we go, we rescued Linda.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Now, what he means is if you run over them like that and you just light them up, that acts as a checkpoint. So if you die, you will return to where you last stepped on one of those pads. If you and like I explained in the last part, if you just kind of hover over it for a while, stand on it for a bit, you'll be able to save your progress. Yeah, they really did improve that in Spyro 2, actually, the way they did that. So now we want to head this way through the muddy cave, or are they bricks? I think that's mud. And let's go through this beautiful world, this part of the world. Now these shepherds, they whack their canes at you and shout, "Come on!" I like to flame them. There we go. Keep your distance and flame them. That poor ram there. What I love about this game, they always sneakily hide chests in corners and stuff. Right there, look at that cheeky chest hiding under that little bridge. Grab that. You can also charge into these like so. I think there was a ram around here. There he is. I love the sound effects of this game. Blah, blah. It's just brilliant. Oh, I remember back in the day when I was at school, I was one of those weird kids who would actually make the sound effects for my friends. We would like talk in Spyro language. We'd go blah. The art in this game is fantastic. They did a really good job. I think one of the artists on this game, I think his name is Craig Stitt, worked on Sonic 2 actually, worked in the Sega Technical Institute. Just a bit of trivia there. I love this game, it's absolutely beautiful. It really is. Right, so whirlwind here, so we can go up here. And I think I hear a dragon nearby. I hear it rattling, there it is. Hello. Hello, Gildas.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
Yeah, I'm so glad in later games they brought in the hover move, because the hover move is sometimes really missed in this game. Some of the glides can be a little tricky, and you just wish you had that hover move. I think that's the greatest addition to Spyro 2 is that hover move, but there we go. Simple... I've already mocked that up. I was going to say simple glides there, and nearly failed. Now, over here, this used to amuse me so much as a kid. There's a force field. I don't know why, but I used to just love just bouncing into it. Just no idea why. Just that amused me endlessly. Now, there's some evil git up here, and we don't like the person that lurks up here. They can make... There he is. There it is. There, look. There's the egg thieves. And they taunt you, and they really taunt you. Nah, 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 nah. That noise can very possibly be like burnt in your memory. I think anyone like people around my age now will know if you go nah 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 nah, they'll know exactly what you're on about. But yeah, they hold dragon eggs, and there is a certain total in the game that we need to collect. Let me show you. Once you've collected one, they will now appear on your inventory. So there is... How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dragon eggs. And then once you've collected one, they'll start showing up in the levels, so you can know how many to get. You just got to collect your first one. Now don't drop down there, it'll kill you. Like I said, Spyro can't swim, so don't even bother trying. He just drowns. And he spits water out as well. It's kind of cute. Really nice. Right, now, the main problem with this stage is there's loads of treasure up here, and it's so easy to miss one or two. There's some hidden on the building here. That's what I love about this game, though. Even though it's hard to, like, it's easy to miss treasure, it does make you kind of, like, explore the worlds. I think there's more emphasis on this game to explore, whereas the other ones... Like Spyro 2 and 3, it had, and 4, it had more about like, it was more about like the mini games, and not so much about the exploration of the levels. And I mean, you can hear the seagulls as well. You probably can see them too somewhere. Right, we're not done up here just yet. Now down there is the exit portal. I'll show that off later on. Now, annoyingly, in Spyro 2 and 3, you can have this really useful thing with Sparks, where if you hold down the L and R buttons, he will point to the nearest gem that you've missed. But we don't have that luxury in this game, so you've got to just hopefully you get them all, really. And I'm always terrible at leaving one gem in this stage. I always do it, so. I'm just going around in circles again, just in case. I might have got them all. If there's a gem I've missed, it's always up here. In this beautiful hilly place. It'll always be here, hidden in a tree that I've missed. I think, no, it looks like I've got them. Now, the gems, so I just want to say, the gems actually, they'll fade away. I mean, look at this game, it's so beautiful. I mean, look at there's no draw distance. I know it's not textured, but on a CRT, it was like nice and blurry, so it kind of all like melded in together. You can actually see there on the corner, the world loading in, like the level of detail loading in there. If you see on the right edge of the screen there, it's very nice. It's such a well done game, very nice. Right. So this way, no, that way's this way I want to go. And now this way takes us to the exit portal. Oh, it's around there. Whee! There we go. Extra life, lovely. I'm gonna aim not to lose a life in this game. So yeah, there's a return home portal. You jump into it, and it will take you back to the home world. There's a dragon here to go and rescue, though. We rescued Astor.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
Spyro's incredibly rude to his elders. Oh yeah, in Spyro 1, Spyro's voiced by someone else. He's voiced by the person who I forgot his name. But he's voiced by the person who voices Rocco in Rocco's Modern Life, one of my favourite cartoons as a kid, actually. And it's even more so now. It's a really good cartoon, even for adults to watch. And then in later games, Spyro 2 and Spyro 2 and 3 and 4, he was voiced by Tom Kenny, I believe. Oh, what was his name? Chris Alakazari, something like that, I think. Anyway, sorry. Now, there's a little bit of a cheeky hidden thing down here. And you only notice, because you'll notice there's a whirlwind there. And there's the only way to figure out that you can jump down here if you notice that whirlwind there. But there's a bit of a beach down here to go down. This is kind of well hidden, this, I feel, for a first stage. Don't go into the water, it will hurt you. Just a mere paw in the water will, or dragon's foot will hurt you. So here's a floating key. Now that will open up a locked chest. So let's go and find that locked chest, shall we? That locked banded chest. And it's down that little well that I was talking about before. Here. That's why I haven't been down here yet. Because it's hidden in the corner there. So let's go and open it up. And let it spill out all our lovely treasure. Lovely jubbly. Now hopefully I've collected all the gems. Yes! Yes! Good, right. Let's go and let's not go and rescue the final dragon because Spyro decided to use the whirlwind. That's great. Can I go down there? Thank you. Right, let's go and rescue the final dragon. Go on. There we go. We rescued Gavin.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
I love Spyro's reaction there. Oh yeah, okay, sure. Who came up with that idea of you have to destroy sheep to get, or fodder to get a butterfly so your dragonfly can eat and become strong? They were seriously smoking something that day. Right. Well, with that, we've completed the stage. All 200 treasure, all 4 dragons, and a dragon egg. So let's head straight back out. And use the vortex home. The vortex home. The vortex jigger me finger me gig. That thing. And yeah. And I love that effect. All the treasure just spills out of the chest. And what I also love about this game, it almost seems seamless. Like when you go in, it loads in, and like you do a loop-de-loop, and it all feels like it's all interconnected. I love that. It's such a. I think that's my favorite loading transition ever in any video game ever. Is that? I love that. Anyway, right. With that done, we are going to head to the. We're going to head to the next world. Right, get rid of him. The extra life chest doesn't come back, unfortunately. But yeah, the next world is over here, and it is Dark Hollow. So, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this part and the series so far. Join back for part 3, where we'll be tackling Dark Hollow. Quite a nice stage, this, actually. Very peaceful. So, until then, take care, have a lovely day. Stay safe out there, and bye for now. Alright, let's go and do a save. Whee!
What?
Oh!